Senators, just be brief, please, because we'd like to hear the panel. Okay, we invited them, so
Yes.
I'll give you a minute.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much.
Briefly, I am no fool, but I have been, and I always will be, against the death penalty. Death penalty is wrong on legal, moral, ethical, and constitutional grounds. But yes, I'm here to listen more to the anti-death penalty advocates, for them to be able to convince the majority of our people not to support the bills pushing for the reimposition of death penalty. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. You just heard the turno and contra of two lady senators here. VICC, very quickly, please. Mr. Topacio,
Maraming
is
salamat.
recognized.
Yes, maraming salamat po, Ginoong Tagapangulo, mga kagalang-galang na kaanib ng Committee on Justice, mga magulang at mga kapatid. Nais ko pong umpisahan ang posisyon ng VACC sa mamamagitan po ng paghayag ng mga sinabi ni Senador Lacson. At ito po ang kanyang sinabi sa kanyang pahayag. A death penalty law is appropriately necessary due to the alarming upsurge of such crimes, referring to heinous crimes such as child rape, murders with impunity, etc. According to him, the PNP's Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management documented 9,646 murder cases, 31,741 cases of robbery, and 10,298 rape cases in 2015. Senator Lacson continued that these translate on average crime incident of a murder every 54 minutes, a robbery every 16 minutes, and a rape case every 51 minutes. At ngayon po, ang amin pong posisyon, our position has been abundantly made clear in our position paper submitted to this honorable committee, copies of which have been furnished the members hereof. Ang nais ko lamang pong asulungatin, kung inyo pong mamarapatin, punto por punto, yung mga sinasabi po ng mga anti-death penalty advocates. Maiksing-maiksi lang naman po. It's going to be as short as I am. Unang-una po, yung sinasabi pong hindi deterrent. I think the jury is still out. We, the VACC, believe that the jury is still out on it. But certain fundamental facts remain. Number one is that everyone is afraid to die. Ngayon, yung mga hindi po natatakot mamatay ng mga heinous criminals, I think the state should oblige them. Number two, hindi lamang po deterrence ang purpose po ng criminal justice system. There is rehabilitation, there is incapacitation, and I think one of the most important components is retribution. We lawyers po, itinuro po sa amin, sa aming legal philosophy, kung bakit po mayroong retribution ang lipunan sa mga gumagawa po ng mga kahindik-hindik na mga krimen. It is not only to protect the innocent and to punish the guilty, but to restore balance in society. Because all victims of heinous crimes, we have here Mr. Evangelista, whose son was kidnapped because of a robbery and was burned beyond recognition. Sino pong ama ang hindi magngingit-ngit sa nangyari kay Mr. Evangelista? And if society, if the government does not impose the necessary retribution, there will arise the feeling that there is a drastic and dramatic failure in the criminal justice system dahil hindi nabigyan ng karampatang kaparusahan yung gumawa ng krimen. The death penalty actually obviates the need for the chaos that might ensue if victims such as Mr. Evangelista might feel the need to take revenge into their own hands. That is why the death penalty is not revenge. It is retribution imposed by society as the agent of the individual, which is the smallest irreducible element of society. Now, with respect to rehabilitation, of course, we will rehabilitate who has to be rehabilitated. But recent incidents show that there are those that are beyond rehabilitation. For instance, many drug traders, although they are behind bars, have shown that they are still capable of dealing in drugs, which is why the VACC, the NBI, and other agencies have filed cases for drug trafficking against Senator Delima and other persons. Now, whether these charges are proven true or not, we do not know. But the fact remains that these pushers have admitted before a congressional inquiry that they still deal in drugs. Therefore, the rehabilitative element is not accomplished. Number 3, it is cruel and inhuman, they say. But Article 3, Section 19 already states within itself that the death penalty is not cruel and inhuman. In fact, to say otherwise would be to question the wisdom of the framers of our Constitution, Mr. Chairman. In their collective sagacity, they have left it to future legislatures to reimpose the death penalty whenever circumstances permit. And it is the position of the VACC that the circumstances now permit the reimposition of the death penalty. Grandes males, grandes remedios, as they say, Mr. Chairman. Okay, they say that it is anti-poor. We submit that the proportion of poor people behind bars is due to the fact that there are more poor people in this country. I cannot believe that the poor are underrepresented when it comes to court. The PAO, I have worked with them, the Public Attorney's Office. They're composed of dedicated, committed, and competent lawyers. Wala pong sawa yan na nagdidepensa. There is FLAG, whose representative is here. I used to be a member of that. It was founded by the late Doy Laurel, the first legal aid society in this country, and they're still active. There are other legal clinics, Ateneos, and BEDA, UE, UP, who defend the poor without pay. I myself, modesty aside, I have some pro bono cases wherein I defend poor litigants without pay. Now, it is said that the death penalty costs more. We do not know. But whether it is true or not, whether it costs more in pesos and centavos, as I've said, there is that intangible cost to society that if a person who takes a life or who commits a crime that destroys and takes the lives of others are not proportionately punished, then there is the perception that the criminal justice system is breaking down and that it does not work and people might take the law into their own hands. I think that costs more than just equating it with pesos and centavos. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, they say that it violates due process. Prosecutor Padulyon has already outlined the reasons why there are so many safeguards. Of course, no one can guarantee 100% foolproof legal system wherein no mistakes are made. That is why there is another layer to the due process, which is executive clemency, wherein the President has the power to review the judgment of the court, and if he thinks it unduly harsh, commute, pardon, parole, or do any other thing which would lessen the impact of in the remote possibility that the justice system has made an erroneous judgment. Ito po ang aming stand. And in closing, Mr. Chairman, we just want to quote the last paragraph of the letter written by our chairman, Mr. Dante Jimenez, when he said, "Let us restore the death penalty law and bring back the faith of the public, especially the victims, in the ability of the criminal justice system to preserve peace and order in our society." Some 16 million Filipinos gave their mandate to President Rodrigo Roa Duterte when he promised to restore the death penalty. That is more than sufficient proof of the public sentiment about what it wants this administration to do for them. This administration includes the Senate and the House of Representatives. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Your honors.
Thank you. Can we just proceed and finish all the because we're sorry?
Just a reaction. A matter of personal privilege.
All right. Just a very short one, please.
Yes. Attorney Topacio here,
Yes, Your Honor.
while not in very express terms, just called me a drug trafficker. I want him to take that back.
Your Honor, with all due respect, I did no such thing. In fact, the transcript of the records will bear me out when I say that whether those charges may be proven or not, we do not know. These are allegations, Your Honor. If
Yes, but of all people, why single out only Senator Laila Delima? I'm not a drug trafficker. Bakit hindi mo pangalanan yung mga tunay na drug trafficker?
Your
Ako
Honor,
lang ang kinakasuhan niyo.
if Your Honor, please.
Excuse me, session is suspended.